Everyone remembers their first teenage crush, from the passing of love notes in the hallway to getting asked to the prom. On today's case, Mr. Gass says he remembers all those beautiful moments with Ms. Simpson. But sadly, he says it's Ms. Simpson who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Gass says that for the last 6 months, his long-term partner, Ms. Gass, has been living like a teenager again. She's staying out all night, sneaking out to other men's houses, and refuses to be seen with him in public. Mr. Gass is now demanding the truth. Will this puppy love story end today, or will they graduate to marriage? Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Gass versus Simpson.
Thank you very much. Mr. Gass, Ms. Simpson. Mr. Gass, you are here in court today because you say Ms. Simpson can't be trusted.
Yes, ma'am.
You say she will disappear for hours at a time, and that's not what you signed up for or want in a partner.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Simpson, you say you've poured everything you have into trying to make this relationship work, but Mr. Gass refuses to meet you halfway, and you say it's his insecurities that is what's destroying your relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Gass, what got us here from being puppy love to you don't trust the woman that you say you love?
Your Honor, we've been doing good maybe years ago, but it seems like after my daughter was born, that was in 2018, everything came to a halt. Just everything just shifted. Everything was totally different. So I'm thinking like, what's going on? Like, what I'm not doing? So I have long talks with her. She, oh, nah, it's nothing, it's nothing. It's just, I like to hang out with my friends a little more. So, you know, I let her kind of be and do her because I don't want to be no bugaboo. So I just let her be a little more, but I think that's what happened. I was just letting her kind of do her a little bit to where now it done got out of control now.
And Ms. Simpson, I'm trying to figure out what changed because, you know, Mr. Gass says he can actually track it back to after you all had your second child.
Oh, no, it goes before that. Problems started a little before then. I just didn't know about it until after I had my daughter. And it's more so of me and Mr. Gass been together more than half of my life. So he still thinks I'm that 14-year-old girl that he met. And I'm 29 now. And it's more so, it's now or never. Like, you're not putting a ring on it. You coming in late night when you want to, do you know, you have all access to me. This man has a GPS on my phone that he tracks my every movement. He can alter my contacts. He actually pays more extra a month on the phone bill for this. I allow him to have this access to me. I don't have the same access to him. And it's more so, it's just trust.
Do you work outside of the home or do you rely upon Mr. Gass for financial support?
Recently, I've stopped working about a month ago.
Okay. So Mr. Gass pays for your phone bill?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I pay for, Your Honor, she knows about the device. I told her that already. She can have access. This is what she tells me. I don't need to ask, because if I need it, I don't need to be with you. I don't sit there and just look at that all day, every day. I got other stuff to do at work. I take care of the kids. Only reason why I put that phone tracking thing on the plan is she had my car one day. Now, this ain't just been forever. She had my car one day. I told her, okay, you can hold my car to go chill with your friends and all that. I get a phone call late night in the morning. She in the county jail. What happened? Make a long story short, she done went to jail with another dude inside my car.
What were you doing with the other man that you ended up in jail in his car?
Something I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was wrong, but if you've been tracking me ever since then, that's been almost 3 years ago.
See, she ain't listening to the story.
That's been almost 3 years ago.
That's when I start putting the tracking. I never knew she was with another man until the officer told me. I went and got my car out the repossessor lot. So I was calling because my homeboy was with me. My homeboy said, it's 2 cups of liquor inside your car. Why your car seat way back? So I'm not really reading what's going on, what he trying to tell me. I'm like, what you trying to tell me? Like, man, it was another dude in your car. Man, he started laughing. I'm like, no, you need to talk to the arresting officer and find out. So I called the arresting officer. The officer said it was a dude who I pulled out your car driving. And say the dude told him that, oh, she told me that was her car. So make a long story short, for a mutual friend that we know, because I don't know the dude, but the mutual friend told me that the dude told him that she told him that that was her car and he bought tires and stuff from my car, which I told her that. She was like, Nah, I don't remember that, but I remember it was one certain day she went and got me some tires and put it on my car.
So, in other words, this
That-
was a straight hot ghetto mess.
Yes, Your Honor. I was young and dumb. I can admit that.
That's when the tracking stuff came in after that.
So your boyfriend says that's when tracking began.
Yeah, that's when
But
it
Your
came
Honor,
in.
that's been over 3 years ago.
So here's my question. In those 3 years, and you know where I'm going with this, Ms. Simpson, in those 3 years, did you give him reason to be paranoid, to be insecure?
Your Honor, not as much as he is now, no. I think it goes for
Man,
what he's
Your Honor,
done.
man.
Let's see for 1 second, Mr. Gass, and then you will certainly have your opportunity.
All right.
What'd you say, Ms. Simpson? What has he done that you say is the reason he's actually paranoid?
Mr. Gass has been caught cheating, and he also left me for another woman on my son's birthday party. Then on Mother's Day, we actually had intercourse that night, and he snuck out the bed with me to go be with her. My
You mean
daughter-
after, wait. You all made love. He got up, showered from leaving
No,
you.
didn't shower. No.
That's just stank. Okay, he got up and went to another woman that day.
She sent me a video of him in her front yard with the same clothes on that he had on in my bed.
Wow.
The same exact clothes, Your Honor. Mr. Gass is something else. For
Okay.
him to do all this is from his insecurities, from what he's done.
Okay,
to me.
Mr. Gass, tag your it, because I would love an explanation on this one.
There ain't no explanation. What she's saying, and that's true. I messed up then. I done messed up a few times before and after.
It sounds like both of you all have messed
listen,
up.
But this is what I'm saying, Your Honor, though. I admit to that. But let me tell you about that cheating situation. It's hard to sit up there and be with somebody who don't notice you, don't respect you, and don't family like kind of iffy about you. She ain't never sticking up for you. She's never home. So when somebody else come involved, showing you respect, treating you right, making sure you have a safe day. I work construction. I don't never get, have a safe day at work. Oh, what you did at work. When I come home to myself.
It's just knowing that any time Daryl wants to leave, he can. And the more that times that he's left me, it's like I'm learning to live without him.
Safe and secure.
So-
There's what it is. Mr. Gass,
Man,
why'd you walk away?
it just get aggravating and tiring, and then it
Bill.
get frustrating, and then it gets to the point
Bill.
where,
How long were you away?
like 2 months. I be by myself 95% of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm not getting the full flex of somebody should have in a relationship.
It doesn't
Like,
sound like there is
li-
a relationship right now.
Listen, let me tell you, Your Honor. I question my relationship to where I be like, well, dang, like, is I'm really in the relationship by myself? Cause it's like I let a lot of stuff slide to where I'm like, well, is it my fault? Cause she coming in 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
The reason that came to me staying out is not me even out. I don't go to the club. It's me hanging with my sister, being at my sister's house. Mr. Gass left me and our kids for about almost 2 months. I had no car, no phone, no internet, no cable. My sister used to come pick me and the kids up to get out the house. He left me with nothing.
You're telling me that after this incident with the car and the arrest, that you have not been violating your relationship promises to each other. That's
No.
over? Or
Not
is-
that he knows about everything. But the stuff that he's accusing me of now is not happening. And it goes so because of what he's done at my sister's house. So he feels like if my sister can keep a secret from him, from me, for him, what she'll do for me. So
So, Mr. Gass, you all never really forgave each other for what you've done to each other. You know that, right? You haven't really forgiven.
Yes, Your
You know,
Honor.
there are certain signs that tell you when a relationship is like on its last leg. And the first thing, I call them the star signs. There's no emotional connection. As I hear you going back and forth, you don't respect Mr. Gass. Mr. Gass does not respect Ms. Simpson to the point where he trusts her at all. The second, physical intimacy doesn't appeal to you anymore, and you both have said that.
Yeah, like,
Y'all are not even...
yeah, we're not even doing that no more. Like every time whenever I try to, it's always, oh, I'm tired, or that throws
Your Honor,
a
that
woman, or that
is
throws
not
a
true.
woman.
I
or
had
that
give
throws-
Mr. Gass sex whenever he asked for it.
Oh,
I mean, we lived together 3 3 times a week is it's great. It's wonderful. It's
times
to the
a
point
week?
when I want it, I don't
man.
even know how to initiate it because it's always him.
That's
it's
the
nice that-
emotional connection
it's
that's
nice that
missing.
I went to sleep wanting something, but I didn't know how to approach him.
That's your man.
Yeah, but
Judge,
it's just to the
Judge,
point. It's just so controlling that
crazy.
if it's not on his time,
Intimacy is not just having intercourse. You know that, right?
Right.
Intimacy is, can we take a walk? I mean, y'all live in Florida.
Right.
Can we take a walk at night? Okay. Can we put the baby in a stroller and y'all just walk down the street
And Your Honor,
and go over each other's day? That's it.
And Your Honor, I don't know if she's gonna tell the truth. I have said that plenty of times. Let's walk the lake. Let's go fishing. I've been trying to come up with new things out the way. What it is, she like to go cross town to the other side of town and chill over there, like she said, to her sister's house.
Then that means
Like,
there's something.
The reason why I don't like
There's something that has happened that she doesn't feel fulfilled when you all are together. Can you-
it's just knowing that any time Derek wants to leave, he can. And the more that times that he's left me, it's like I'm learning to live without him.
Safe and secure.
So-
There's what it is. Mr. Gass,
man.
why'd you walk away?
It just get aggravating and tiring, and then it
Bills.
gets frustrating, and then it gets to the point
Bills.
where sometimes violence. Like nobody want to go through that. Bills, we was handling bills way
Your Honor.
before all this
But
situation.
Mr. Gass, how long were you away?
Well, I was on the way for what, like 2 months? What,
and
2 months?
in that 2 months,
I gave my time to calm down and rethink all, because it was a reason why I left. Like, she had my car at another dude's house.
I understand
Right,
that you were
right,
mad. I
right.
understand completely that you were
Right,
mad.
so-
I understand what you're saying.
So,
But Mr. Gass, let me ask you this. In those 2 months that you were gone, did you make sure your children were provided for? The man you claimed to be, and you were not the example you want to set for your son. You're the one that told me you wanted to set the
let
example.
me tell you something. When I walk away, it be for reasons. Like, people get tired of just
Do
trying
you
to...
see that
like,
Miss Simpson
trying-
is crying? Do you understand? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. In those 2 months that you were gone, did you make sure your children were provided for?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Your Honor. I kind of like just stepped away.
Imagine being in the house with your kids for 2 months with no transportation, no phone, no nothing. That's how that's ever since then I was like, okay, I gotta get it together. I can't depend on him.
Mr. Gass, I actually think that it's reasonable for her to be worried. What did you do when you came back home to give her a sense of security? Did you do anything?
I came home. Before I came home, we already talked about me coming back. So I came back. Everything was all good. Then.
No, it wasn't. I can tell you it wasn't all
No,
good
I'm
because
saying
she
the
wouldn't
first-
speak.
He
No, I'm
has
saying
a
the first
tendency when
week.
bills
No,
are
no,
due,
no.
he leaves.
I'm not sure that you have a full concept of what that means. The fear that you probably left her with. No car, no gainful way of, having money, not knowing if she's gonna get thrown out of whatever apartment or house you live in. You have little kids, so you don't know if you're gonna have, cable or satellite or whatever so that they can be entertained, so that you can have a moment of sanity. How they gonna eat? I keep going back to how they gonna eat. Those are the only things that I'm worried about. So when you came home, did y'all sit down and talk about the fact that walking away when you have a family is not the answer? Did
Yeah, that's
you
what she
have
was
that conversation?
That's what she did have that conversation with me. She had that before I came back. Then she had it again when I came back with me.
And then, Mr. Gass, what promises did you make to help reassure her that that was never gonna happen again? Did you make any promises?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You know,
So I want you
still-
to think
still-
about that for a minute.
Still to this day, I'm not secure with him. He's liable to leave anytime.
Your Honor,
Your
I
Honor,
just
but
don't
one night
believe
we
it
were
just
broken
to
up.
me. Like, it be
He was living in
reasons,
Fort
like-
Pierce.
Sir, let us speak, please.
He was in Fort Pierce. We weren't together. He was FaceTiming me. I didn't answer my phone. I came home the next day. I was single. I came home the next night to nothing. All of my clothes, every single article of clothing that I own, bleached and cut. I'm talking from, let me tell you how controlling he is. He cut the seams out my panties the butt cheeks out my jeans.
All
Everything
that
that I
wasn't-
owned was destroyed.
I think you submitted evidence.
Yes, I
for that.
submitted evidence.
Everything. All my clothes, bleached, ripped. Everything. Bleached.
Mr. Gass, did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. But what she's saying is not the truth. She talking about we wasn't together. She knew I was coming down there.
How did she know
I
that?
even talked, because I talked with her. I talked with her the same night I was at work. She knew I was coming down there, Your Honor. I'm admitted to all that, but she knew I was coming down there.
And so, Mr. Gass,
I get
she
down.
may have decided, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine and
I
let
was
you
single,
figure
Your
out.
Honor. I was single.
Single. We were
but
just
the other
talking
night,
about getting
the
back.
other night he didn't come home.
We were just
We were
talking about
together.
getting back together. Your
Yes,
Honor,
but
like
wait a minute,
around-
1 second. Miss Simpson, hold on 1 minute. But Mr. Gass, it sounds like you want to come back on your terms. You want to control what the situation looks like because you have the power in the relationship. The power in the relationship is the ability to walk out on her when you want to. The power in the relationship is I pay the bills, and if I withdraw that money and that security, I can come back in because you need me. But I got news for you. No, she don't. And I think what's happening right now is she's standing in her own independent space, and that's what's got you ticked off. She's now saying, you know what? You're never gonna walk out on me again. You're never gonna leave me by myself. You're never gonna make me feel insecure that I don't know where my child is gonna get their next meal. And I don't care if she at her sister's house, her mama house, her cousin house, the dude house around the corner that was driving your car and drinking that liquor. That was foul on her part, but you walking out on her and your family gives you no right to come in here and say that you don't trust her. The best thing that you could do is get down on your knees and beg her forgiveness because you were not the man you claimed to be and you were not the example you want to set for your son. You're the one that told me you wanted to set the example. I don't know you from a can of paint.
Yes, ma'am.
You're the one who said that to me.
Just let me tell you something. When I walk away, it be for reasons. Like, it don't just be just for a minor reason. Like, people get tired of just
Do
trying
you
to...
see that
like,
Miss Simpson
trying-
is crying? Do you understand?
Man, come on, man, stop it.
No, seriously.
Stop
You're
it.
not. You haven't even looked over here one time.
Because it's like, not, like, I understand she crying.
Do
but
you know how
everything
many
with-
times she cried while you were gone for 2 months? And do you know what she said to her sister or her family or her parents? Because I know I can just hear her daddy and her mama say, I didn't raise you to be like this, and why are you being a doormat, and why are you laying down on the floor because that's not how you were raised. I can just hear them say it. Now, if you want to ever have a chance to co-parent with her, you're gonna have to become the man that you claim to be. Serious business. And there is no excuse. Excuses are tools of the incompetent. They build monuments to nothingness. Those who excel in them seldom excel in anything else. The relationship is over. Go get your own self. Stand in your own space. Robert, I sometimes just think these young girls fall into a situation where the men in their lives are so controlling and they feel like they don't have any other options. To walk away from your family for 2 months without any care in the world, I think is probably one of the foulest, childish things you could do.
Tell you, I wouldn't want to be her dad, knowing that my daughter was for 2 months without support. That'd be a problem.
There'd be a real problem.
Yeah.